Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a template for an axed segmental arch. The template is going to look like this, and we're going to be making it out of a piece of slate. There's lots of different materials we can make it out. You could make it out of a piece of cardboard or a piece of wood. In this case, I'm going to make it out of a piece of slate, and we're going to cut it out using the clipper saw. So this is the axed segmental arch here, and the first thing we have to do is we have to draw the arch out like this to a full size. So we've drawn the arch out on using AutoCAD to a size scale of 1:1, and we just printed it off here at the reduced scale. The reason we did this is we need to do this in order to get the size of the voussoir. So it's going to be 55 on the top and 41 on the bottom. So what we need to do is we need to draw it out on top of the piece of slate here. Now we need to start off first of all by drawing out the size of a full brick. So it's going to be 215 by 65. And we need to make sure that when we draw out the size of the full brick that it's drawn out nice and square. So we're going to use our square for this, okay? We're going to use our building square for that. So first thing we do is draw it out full size of 215 by 65. Next thing we do then is we need to draw out the size of the voussoir itself. So if it's 55 millimeters wide on top, so we take 55 from 65, gives us 10 mil, so we come in 5 mil on either side. Then down the bottom, we take 41 from 65. This gives us 24 mil, so we come in 12 mil on either side. And that's our voussoir drawn out there. Now, we're going to have to go through that same process now, but on the piece of slate. Now on the piece of slate, I'm not going to use a pencil or a marker, I'm going to use a nail, because it has a nice sharp tip and it'll give me an accurate mark. So I'm going to draw this out now. So we draw that first line down there. Now we need to measure across 65 mil. Now we need to measure down the length of the brick, which is 215. Again, I'm using my square here to make sure that this is spot on. So there we have 215 by 65. Now I want to mark in the 5 mil on either side of the top. Mark in the 5 mil on the top there, and then I want to make sure that I have 55 there. That's grand. Now down the bottom here, I want to mark in the 12 mil. 12 mil on either side, and then I want to check that and make sure it's 41. That's grand. Now we just join these marks up. Now what I want to do is just check again, make sure it's 55 up the top, 41 down the bottom. Can you see that there? So once I have it marked out correctly, then I take this into the saw room, cut it out, and I should end up with something like this. Again, when you have it cut out, check the measurement again, make sure it's 55 up the top, 41 down the bottom. Because remember, we're using this as a guide, so the important thing is that this is millimetre perfect, so we can use this to mark all of our voussoirs for cutting out on the arch. Now remember, the process we just went through for making this template for an axed segmental arch is the same process we go through for making a template for any arch. Okay, but some arches obviously need more than one template. This is an axed segmental arch, so all the voussoirs are the exact same size. Good job.